Hello everyone, this is your Imperial Majesty Emperor Candy Katsuvan Kandap here, and today we have a 3v3 online multiplayer city assault on, I believe the map name is Petra. I'm attacking as Tylis, my teammates are Carthage and Arverni. Defending we have Massilia, Carthage, and Sparta. So let's start with Arverni here. So his general is an Oswan. He has brought a naked sword with a chevron with him. He also brought a ton of chosen swords, if I believe correctly. He's got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 chosen sword. He's also got one chosen spear, a heavy horse, and an artillery Celtic giant ballista. Additionally, he has 4 Gallic hunters, which he already positioned up front here to take care of the artillery. Seems like it's on fat will because it's shooting right now at Libyan infantry. But if they had cav, which they sure do, Massilia could just sell out his channel, because once they start shooting, yep, they're no longer hidden. Massilia can just come out and get the, okay, let's stop tucking and get over the units. Sparta is going to have his general in a hero of the Sparta. He's going to have 3 mercenary Cretan archers, 1 Helot archers, 4 Spartan hoplite, another heroes of Sparta, 2 Spartan, 1 periwinkle, and 1 Spartan pikeman, and 2 royal Spartans. Now, next up we are going to have Carthage and Carthage. Attacking Carthage is going to have his general in a general and bodyguard. He's going to have 2 Cretan archers and 1 Balearic slingers. Interesting choice, only taking 2 Cretan archers. He also has a late Carthaginian hoplite, 2 Libyan hoplites, 4 Libyan infantry, 3 Celtic warriors, 2 Iberian swords or mercenary noble fighters, and 3 mercenary Samnite warriors. Defending Carthage also has a general and bodyguard, but this time he has 3 mercenary Cretan archers with a Balearic respectively, 2 Carthaginian hoplites, 1 Libyan hoplite, 3 Libyan infantry, 4 Iberian swords, 1 Samnite, and 3 Scutari. And last but not least, attacking and defending Tylis, which is I have my general in an Elstorn. I have also a giant artillery Celtic or Dacian, whatever you call that. I have 2 light horse. I have 3 Celtic slingers, 1 Thracian peltas, 3 Celtic warrior, 1 Thracian warrior, and then 8 Thracian tribal warriors. Massilia defending has his general and hip-based lancer, a Celtic slinger, 3 mercenary Gallic hunters, 4 axe warriors, 2 Celtic warriors, 3 Massilian ethereal spears, and 5 Thrax swords. Alright, let's get this started. As I was saying, Arverni is pretty risky to put it up here. I believe the deployment zone is all the way like this or something. It may be a bit further, but you should move his cav and his spear in case the enemies are going to sally out. Now, Gallic hunters are getting shot by, I believe that's Cretan, so he's going to pull them back. He's trying very hard to melt this Carthaginian ballista, but it's not. The fire arrows are killing the guys instead of killing the actual, like, burning the actual artillery pieces. It's down to 2 men, which means they cannot fire anymore, so I'm pretty sure he doesn't realize that, but he doesn't need to fire at it anymore. Because if you check right here, now it got a 77 of those Gallic hunters. Alright, let's continue until we reach the walls. It's a 3v3, so the replay is going to be a little laggy. Looks like... nope, he's pretty... did that? Okay, so I got into the city. No, it's just moving up close. He is going to be pulling them back. Massilian hasn't made a move with his cavalry yet, but Carthage is moving up his Cretans. I don't believe Arverni accomplished anything with the Gallic hunters. Now over here, Carthage has a Gallic warrior. He shouldn't board it yet. It's gonna die if he boards it right away. He needs the backup. Hopefully he doesn't break both walls at the same time. I think, nah, you can't go over this when there's buildings in a way. It's a tricky place. Well, this map is pretty tricky to attack, because like you get just stopped by that. If you want to attack here, they just can just hold back there. Same thing here. Here it's a bit easier, but you got all this building defending, and just attack here, which isn't the best spot because they can take 1, 2, 3, and you're forced out. Fortunately, the defender didn't do that this time, and here is a little bit more open, but not as much. Anyway, so his Gallic hunters are getting shot to pieces, and he decides to pull them back. He managed to dodge a few volleys here and there. My Celtics has broken through, and they're marching in. You can see I'm getting the tower first. Carthage is a little bit spread out in the back, if I would assume, like when you hold space, so you can see the range of the effective range of the Scorpion Tower. So there you go, you can advance the rest of your armies right outside of this box. This is also a pretty decent map for sallies. Leave this sling up on the wall, hoping to accomplish something by throwing rocks, but throwing rocks will do damage to towers. And I start firing my ballista, which I believe didn't get any sink. Actually, never mind. That is 11 kills already. Carthage got 88 kills on his artillery, and Massilia's got 47. And his theory of spear is... oof, and that was brutal. It's pulling them back, I believe. No, he's spread in a weird line formation. It's kind of... the formation is kind of bugging out. That just barely missed, alright. Now, Carthage is sending his Libyan hoplites in, which... we're not gonna have a great time. They're not even gonna get a single kill because of the fact that they have 50 melee defense, while these Spartans have 82 and 65. Their attack is, yeah, they're just... they can't kill anything, just like Lovey Freeman, but at least they got jabs. They do have hoplite walls, so they may be able to hold off Hillman, but I doubt it. Actually, Spider isn't paying attention. He's trying to get through over to the Cretans. He's losing a couple men, but it's worth the sacrifice. Never mind, there's a rose button to stop it. This Libyan hoplite is gone. I'm moving in my tribalism. I'm pushing up hard, while Arverni is pushing up. His towers are doing some weird stuff. It's a little buggy, but you know, it's fine, tolerable. Artillery has 10 kills, and his general is all the way in the back. Noble fighters of Carthage is also in the back. And Carthage is what was that? There was something else aiming. Anyways, we have here axe warriors and Massilian serial spears. I'm gonna start throwing rocks at the serial spears. I can see a Gallic hunter is just faintly. He decided to do something. Massilia decided to defend here and there, which, like, just get it a little bit further to get out of the range of the towers, or it's probably easier to get here, so you can actually have the tower to support you. And his archer hunter, Gallic hunters, on this map, slingers can do decently well. Aiming for these Samnites in a pretty boxed up formation. How much kills did my artillery have so far? 28 kills. Not bad. Now you see, I start throwing free rocks at the hunters, because usually with archers and you want to fight slingers, you want to get them in the formation where you can hit them, but they can't hit you. But right now I can hit them and they can hit me, which means that these archers are not going to have a pretty good time. He's reforming and I can see a lot. He's gonna charge his 0 spears. Nope, he's just moving them up. I have a Celtic warrior here, and I'm moving up Celtic warriors here, but he is shooting me with his slinger. 10 kills. Over here, Carthage has put in 2 Samnites and a Carthaginian hoplite. So, yep, he's engaged all 3 Samnites over there. Samnites are 65-55, while Spartans are 65-65. 95-55. Yeah, they're Samnites are gonna have a hard time. Surprisingly, this one hasn't broken yet, and he is shooting the hell at archers. Get running. Ouch, that rock volley hurt. 78 kills on my ballista, not bad. 54 on Arverni's ballista, not bad either. 5 more kills there. Arverni is losing on the walls, yeah, because of the archer support. Nothing much is going on except for the fact that Massilia is losing the missile fight horribly. 31, 54, and 104. He's gonna charge the Celtic, and unfortunately he does get volley, which means he's get for 33 kills, but my tribal are going to finish off these axe warriors. I'm gonna get my Celtic up the wall to throw their pila. I got that tower, and he's moving a bit up into my into the effective range of the tower. He is throwing his pila at my tribals at 95 armor. It's not gonna go great for him. Chosen swords are losing. That one's actually not doing that bad, but once the archer support comes in, they're pretty gone for. And then plus his archers is not gonna do great with if Carthage's archers decides to shoot him. Gallic warriors are actually winning against Spartans, surprisingly. Samnites, that Spartan is losing. This Samnite is combat even, and he's pulling back that other one, while this hoplite got pincered by heroes of Sparta and Royal Spartans. On this breach, his Gallics are wavering, and his Libyan is not doing well at all, and he's losing the missile fight. And plus he has less missiles to begin with. He's targeting the infantry. Tribals are losing, surprisingly, but they do decide to pull back, so they start winning slightly. I don't catch that, but they do catch some of my Celtic pila. I'm going to chase while sending up another tribal to back up. At least that's what I thought of doing. Moved in my Thracian, and I have 2 more tribal over here. My host outside guarding my artillery, which has 116 kills. I'm gonna charge the axe warrior. I'm gonna attempt to, do that, and throw pila on the axe warrior. while my tribal warriors are engaged with his Celtic warriors. I should be able to win that. His slingers are losing, confident losing during combat because they're outnumbered 2-1. Arverni's siege attack didn't really do well. He's losing against the hoplite over here. Which is a shame. That is the health and morale of a Scutari, unfortunately. 6275. Scutari 6275. They just got a little bit more morale. Yeah, or more melee defense, but actually they have 5 more morale. Anyways, Libyan infantry are winning, and archers are racking up kills. 60, not bad. He did lose some due to artillery hits. 60 kills in total, and he's moving up his general. Naked swords, sending in octaballs, they will melt like butter. My tribal's actually losing Celtics, although they're not really outnumbered. Celtics did lose, so I'm changing my targets to this thorax swords because I have their back wide open. My Celtic up over here, but he's moving up his thorax, so I'm gonna have to pull that one back. Over here, my tribals are holding off the Maxors and Celtic, while the ones on the side can swing in and hit their barrier. But I don't want to do that, I only want to get on the side, because Sparta can push in some units too. Alright. Now let's see how Carthage is doing. His Libyan infantry is sending in another one. That one's dying. And putting up Libyan infantry on the wall is getting shot by the Cretans. He's pushed in 2 Samnites on the left and the Gallic. Here's the Sparta already to 127 kills. Spartan hoplites still holding off the Samnites, which Samnites are exhausted. And our Arverni is doing pretty horrible. Tribal warriors end up winning that one. Axe warriors are losing. And I'm aiming for the Gallic hunters. He's gonna pull back once again. Over there. My peel I did get some sweet peel off. Thracian warriors are winning against Axe warriors, but if he commits his thorax swords, I'll have to remove the Thracian or else it's gonna die. Melee defense on it is 12, and it's 72 on my tribals. That's pretty horrible. They're gonna 2v1 thorax swords against my tribals, so I'm going to use my Peltas to shoot at the rear. I'm gonna rack up some nice kills. Use and Neos one to back up the tribal warriors, which are losing against the 0 spears. And Massilia hasn't moved his general yet. Sparta's general took a beating. I don't think it's from artillery. I think he was just focusing with archers. He couldn't have microed that badly, and I don't see Carthage's general. Yep, I pull out the Thracian, I come in with the tribal, and I have a Celtic to take out a depleted axe warriors and a thorax sword. Tribal is a little bit depleted, but it will do. And over here I'm charging the axe warriors and the Celtic my tribal, so I can come over here and reinforce. And, well, not reinforce, well, yeah, just help Carthage. I don't realize he has a thorax somewhere here, so he does get it over here, or he just does that. So I'm gonna move my Thracian over here. because if he rear charges, then I'll have the rear of the thorax wide open, and that'll be great. But I will lose that slinger. Yep, there it is. Thorax swords are winning against tribal. Celtics are losing 2. Axe warriors should break soon. Sword are winning decisively against the Massilia Carthage. His slingers did come back, but now I'm finishing them off for good. Stations has racked up 80 kills, hitting the blatant rear of the thorax. I'm gonna use my Pila on the thorax. Pretty sure that's their rear. Yep, that is their rear. And his thorax is going to get into my slingers, which actually has a hunter that came back. I should give the attack order anytime soon. Carthage did manage to sneak through a living infantry, but from here he's getting to the back of the axe warrior, which is going to instantly break it as it's already losing. I get my charge on the thorax swords. Not a perfect charge. It'll do. Once the axe warrior breaks it up, I can come it back and reinforce my Thracians. So he's doing a hidden go, and he's gonna come back either here or hit there, but there's not really a point. Sparta used most of his ammunition. He has Royal Spartans, which are winning against living infantry. No surprise, and he has a pikeman here too. But they are getting shot. To the left, I pushed through there, is the base lance is gonna come in, but he decides to think twice, I think, maybe. And these 2 thorax swords got absolutely destroyed by my Thracian, which is at 200 kills. My tribal is losing against axe and Massilian through the spears combo. Arverni Carthage comes down here and pops headhunt, which he's kind of in. The chosen sword is kind of in the way. You should move back to chosen sword to do that, and those two can take care of the Arvernians. Yep, I managed to fend off the base by throwing some rocks at it, and also by moved in my light horse with my artillery with a total of 145 kills. My Thracians. So his thorax decides to hit the rear of my tribal, which is gonna get his rear. My other tribal, his Celtic, is getting hit by the rear from the Carthaginian general bodyguard. Gallic warriors and Iberians winning against some depleted Spartan hoplites. My Celtic slingers are in melee. Tribals wavering against thorax swords and Celtic warriors. Did that break? Yeah, that pretty much broke. So I think I'm gonna charge it with my light horse then. Carthage is implementing some sand knights here to help to fend off my tribals. I do start chasing away the Iberians so they can't throw Pila on me with my rocks, because they're pretty much a naked sword. They have a little bit more armor. Then I can shoot the rear of the Sam Knights. They do have the same amount of armor as my tribals, but I'll still do fine. I do some cycle charges on the thorax swords to whittle it down, and then the Celtic warriors can take care of the rest of it. Here is that thorax swords are still holding pretty well. Spartan hoplites are holding off the Carthaginians pretty well, and over here, oof, getting shot from the side. That living infantry is gonna melt. 300 kills on the heroes of Sparta, and very nice kills. 70 on the general though, a bit lacking, and he has a Spartan pikeman here to, yep, hold them off so they're kind of stuck here. They can go around. Massilia puts a serious spirit thorax sword. Those Joan is exhausted, so it's gonna do well with the Iberians now that I think about it. If Carthage decides to shoot the rear of it. He does move up his archers, which are gonna get scrambled, and that's almost the end for Arverni. What the hell happened here? I didn't catch that, but it looks like some heavy horses finishing off some Carthaginian depleted slingers, I suppose. Now that I've broken the Massilian units, I can get into the Iberian and into the Samnites, which are going to start breaking my tribal. I'm gonna choose to throw their Pila. And they're gonna get backed up by some depleted Libyan infantry, half a unit of Scutari, and a slightly depleted Libyan infantry. I'm gonna send my other unit of fresh tribals to the Samnites, and I'm gonna get full charge. That's my Oathsworn at 230 kills, popping headhunt and battle rhythm. I've broken through the middle, cruising through to finish off Sparta and get into the victory point. Massilian's general got 100 kills. He's just cycle charging. He's trying to pull back. He's trying to go that way, pull back. I would just pull this way as there's no enemy here. And because he does that, I think I managed to get him. He's at 16, 15. I catch one. He does make a pretty good escape. I captured a tower over here. My general got 100 more kills. Samnites getting squished up. Noble fighters pushed in to finish off the Royal Spartans. Main infantry still holding up surprisingly. The rest of the army, or the rest of the units broke. Spartan pikemen blocking essentially 3 half units. Let's get his general in the back, but charging spears is a daring task. I get my tribal to hit the Libyans, and I'm trying to do this or that and just come around. Or I can get into the archers. Should still have some ammunition left. So now losing against Carthaginian hoplites as these Iberians are throwing their Pila. It's the end for Arverni. Everything else pretty much broke. Where did his cav go? I'm not sure where his cavalry went. But it's gone. 157 on my artillery. I'm ganging up on this Libyan infantry. 400 kills on my general, pretty nice kills. Tribal warriors fending off if he decides to do that. I'm a full unit and a fresh unit. Well, not fresh in that sense, exhausted, but I'm full. 65 kills from Carthage, and I'm getting my light horse. 58 kills into the back of this Libyan infantry. Balance of power isn't in the attacker's favor. Libyan hoplite should break soon. There you go. I should have given attack orders on the heroes of Sparta so they could have thrown their Pila. But I guess not. Because I'm pretty sure I ended up pulling it back because I realized this is a victory point. So Carthage is going to rush in. I charge my light horse. Hoping to do as much damage to the Iberians, but it's going to die eventually. He has his Appius Lancer, which is going to charge my slingers, which has 187 kills, and it's out of ammunition. Now that Libyan infantry is holding up fine, it got to 95 kills and it hasn't broken yet. My general's at 400 kills. But this should finish it off. Trying in the rear from a tribal.
Advance at speed! Quickly now!
Over here, Carthage is pouring his units. Libyan infantry against hoplite. We got Iberian, Scutari, Iberian up against my tribal, and there's also Thrax in the mix. Hoplites against my Thracians and Iberians. And Carthage is struggling to get in from this side. Finally, that Libyan infantry that was holding all this broke, so I can come back here. Balance of power is slightly still in the defender's favor. If I get this victory point, I win. And I'm popping headhunt and battle rhythm for my charge against the hoplite. 460 kills already. Massilian Complete Lancer is dead. 469 kills. Triple Chevron. I'm about to reach the 500 mark soon. Libyans are gonna waver. The Scutari is not going to finish off my Osor. Nithration pelt us with 300 kills. Nithration warriors, I'm pulling it back to get some rear charges because Foxes are getting rear charges. This light horse with 115 kills came back, so I'm gonna use it. I have this tribal warriors hitting the rear of some royal Spartans. But I am getting shot, and that's gonna be an end for this Libyan infantry and the tribal warrior. Carthage is almost destroyed. His general's already gone. He has half a Libyan and half a Samnite left. Well, two half a Samnite, and he got his depleted archers and half a noble fighter. 400 kills on the heroes of Sparta. Very nice kills. So I'm winning easily against Scutari. My Thracian warriors are gonna get into the rear. Carthage should actually do something with his general like that, or just that, or just that, to get to try to get the army loss penalty in. Because at this point I'm gonna be taking the victory point. Scutari at 200 nice kills, routed. 530 on my general. Iberians are wavering. Scutaris are wavering, and Hoplite is going to. It's holding. It's not going to be holding for long. My Osman broke through, so I'm going to go and get the Carthaginian in general if I can, if he's not paying attention, to get the army losses penalty. There's 5 minutes left. The balance of power is even, or even slight in our favor. Sparta is rushing in with his pikemen and his royal Spartans, so the depleted units of heroes of Sparta. Could also use the help of his archers. Carthage is also trying to come in. I'm fortifying my stance here at the victory point. Trying my best.
Get running! Gotcha! Follow me! Riders! Forward! Riders!
569.
Move it! Run, Koshu! Move it!
Well, I believe no, Carthage is not charging. He's pulling back. 332 on my Peltas. Pretty nice. and I charge my O sword against his royal Spartans. No, I pull it back. I charge my tribals instead. Yep, I charge my tribals instead. Spartans are gonna lose, they're surrounded by two sides, and the pikemen are going to advance up onto the Libyan infantry, which is going to bait and pull them back, but so he advanced a little bit too far. I'm going to charge his side with my tribal warriors. He does realize and tries to reform, but in vain because I've already gotten my charge on it. And I'm going to sneak my pelters in the back and get the rear of the hoplite, and the Royal Spartans are going to break soon. If they're not, I still have my general I can use. And, well, it looks like we're about to win this. Noble fighters running against heroes of Sparta. 127 on noble fighters, but 450 on the heroes of Sparta. Pretty nice. He's just going to hoplite wall. Osorn beating up his general. His general's not dead yet. I don't see the general dead. Penalty. General wavers. Attacked in the rear. That pike is going to be gone soon. 3 minutes left. It looks like the attackers are gonna win. And yes, with Sparta out of the way, there's nothing stopping me from just staying at this victory point. But to finish the game quicker, I am going to go and finish off Carthage, which by that point went to AFK. What a nice battle. It's actually pretty surprising. I didn't expect to win that. Just like 10 minutes ago from the battle, the bounce power was horribly in the favor of the defenders. And yeah, this is the end of this battle. I'm gonna go check the kills. They're actually gonna waver for 50 seconds, surprisingly. Alright, let's check the kills. Surprisingly, it's a fire victory. I wouldn't call that very fiery, but Arverni lost pretty much his entire army and got 1,000 kills. Carthage still had 400 men left and got 1,600 kills. I have 600 men left and I got 3,500 kills. Carthage have still his archers left. He did the best out of his team with 2,400 kills. Carthage 2,174 kills. And Massilia 1,440 kills. Right, let's start with Arverni. General 95, horrible. Ballista not bad. Heavy horse, I don't know what happened there. Archer is just pretty horrible in general. Chosen spear, nothing. Chosen swords, this one did okay. It paid for itself, the rest pretty much didn't. Only 2 of them reached 100 mark. Surprisingly, naked warriors got 60 kills. Well, that's pretty much it for Arverni. Carthage, nice kills on the generals. Samnites, not bad, but decent. Noble fighters did decent. Iberians, this one did horrible. This one did better, and Galk warriors doing. I would expect a bit better. 2 out of the 4 Libyan infantry did great. This one did pretty amazing, and his hoplites just did jack shit. Archers not that much either. Now Tylis has myself 20 kills on the light horse. I would have expected a little bit more. 120 kills on this one. pretty great. 160 kills on the giant ballista. That the one did great. Also one with 624 kills, amazing. 161, 127 on the slinger, great. I would have expected a little bit more from this slinger, but it did get whipped up by thorax in melee. And 250 kills from a Thracian Peltas, amazing. 0, 0, and 49 from the Celtic Warriors. They just did jack shit. Thracian Warriors did decent. Tribal Warriors did pretty sturdy. In total, 1, 2, 3 got 100 kills. 1, 2 got 200 kills, and 3 of them got 300 kills each. Sparta went for a very expensive army. 3 Cretan archers, 300 kills on that one. Very nice. Not lacking that much behind. 200, 150 kills each. Hell archers actually getting 150 kills. Very nice. General actually managed to pick back up some kills. Spartan hoplites doing pretty nice. This one didn't do that nice. Here's a Spartan with 450 kills, amazing. Royal Spartans with 300 kills are very great, and pikes just did not bad. Defending Carthage general could have gotten a little better, as you can see, but his missile did pretty sturdy compared to the other Carthage. These two hoplites did sturdy. Libyan did even better. Like the Libyan hoplite, not the Libyan infantry. This one did decent, but these two could have gotten a little bit more kills. Iberian, one of them getting nice kills, 3 of them getting wrecked. No, that one actually, 2 of them, 2 out of the 4 did great. Samnites just didn't pay for itself. It got squished, and Scutari doing pretty great in general. Last but not least, Massilia, we have 167 kills on the baseline, so it could have gotten a little bit more. Missile just got destroyed by my missiles. 100 kills on a Celtic slinger, I wouldn't complain. Axe Warriors didn't do that great. This one getting 143, decent. Celtic Warriors 100, decent. They cost cheaper and they get more kills, which is why I usually stick with them. Massilia Serial Spears, one of them paying for itself. Actually there's only 3. These 2 not doing that great. And Thorax Swords, 2 of them doing great, 3 of them not doing as great. Anyways, that's gonna be all for this battle. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. See you next time. Bye bye.